Did the Brandon Tanev maybe grind your gears a little bit?
Yeah, the Tanev hit, man. Like, this is, I don't want to call it a soft league, but it's such a soft league now. I mean, look at this hit. This textbook, it's a body check. Unfortunately, Jared Tinordi loses his balance and goes into the boards. He's hit 10 feet from the boards and slides into the boards. Because he's hit, they review it. So they call that boarding, a 5-minute major for boarding. That's a textbook body check, okay? I don't want to watch a league where that's a 5-minute penalty. I don't want to watch a league where that's a 2-minute penalty. What's this kid supposed to do? We all complain that the league's too soft, there's no hitting anymore. Brandon Tanev throws an awesome body check, and he gets 5 minutes. What's he supposed to do the next time he goes to throw a hit? It's garbage. That's an absolute garbage call. I don't care what your definition of boarding is, you rule book little geeks. That is not a penalty. Are you going to call that a penalty in the playoffs? That was a beautiful body check. It sucks that Tinordi was hurt from it, but in hockey, it's a contact sport. People are going to get hurt, but now we have all these people out tweeting away, oh, whatever. That is what I want in the game. And in the words of Brian Burke, if you don't like it, go play tennis.
Elliotte Friedman, your take on a controversial hit in the hockey world?
You know, when I first saw it, I didn't even think it was a penalty, to be perfectly honest. Now, you know, the one thing that someone said to me was, is it charging? And we don't see charging get called anymore, really. So, I mean, it's in the, first of all, I hope Tinordi's okay. Like, that's the most important thing. But
yeah, we said that.
I gotta tell you, I mean, I was texting around last night, and I had a number of people saying to me they didn't even think it was a penalty.
It was 2 minutes for charging at most, and that's what it should have been. There wouldn't have been an outrage.
But if,
although I will say this, like calling this game at speed sometimes, I'm looking at that at the high speed, you know, like I can sit there and say how a referee might make that call in the moment. Absolutely.
The severity of the penalty based upon the impact with the board shall be at the discretion of the referee. There is an enormous amount of judgment involved in the application of this rule by the referees. The onus is on the player applying the check to ensure his opponent is not in a defenseless position, and if so, he must avoid or minimize contact. Here's what I think this is 2 minutes for charging. If you look at the overhead angle, you'll see at least 4 to 5 steps. A bunch of people saw one angle on Twitter, and they started being and moaning. It's a charge. It's 2 minutes, and I'm good with that. We move on. But what the problem is for me is I feel like a lot of players, like, how are you defenseless when you have the puck? I feel like a lot of players are leaving it up to the officials to defend them.
Defend yourself. Be ready.
You should be defending yourself.
Be ready.